Hello, welcome to this short ETO tutorial. The purpose of the Early Achievers Engagement Touchpoint is to track all Early Achievers participants' engagement status. These are the status descriptions that we use: active, inactive or on leave, withdrawn or closed, and rated. The network office will upload touchpoints for providers when they initially become active in Early Achievers, withdraw from Early Achievers or close, and receive their quality rating. You will use this touchpoint to record when providers are going on leave or returning from on leave status. To record a provider as inactive or on leave, select the appropriate button. You will include the name of either the relationship-based professional development lead or regional coordinator, and then a note about the provider's circumstances. Select the appropriate reasons for why a provider is going on leave. Next, record who requested the on leave status change. If a provider or the Department of Early Learning has requested to go on leave, record the date of the provider's request and the follow-up date for re-engagement. If child care aware staff are placing the provider on leave, there are additional details that need to be gathered. If you enter yes, all the on-leave steps have been completed, you then need to include the dates at which the provider was requested to re-engage and notified that they may go on leave. When marking no, the steps were not followed, here you will describe the reason the process was not followed. When providers are placed on leave, they are still enrolled in Early Achievers, but need to be made active once again to resume CCA Early Achievers services. These are the target dates for re-engagement. They do not need to be strictly followed. It is possible a provider will tell you when he or she wishes to re-engage. If not, use the closest of these 4 quarterly enrollment dates. This is the process for recording on-leave status in Early Achievers. When saving the on-leave touchpoint, use the date field at the top of the form to record when the on-leave process has been completed and the provider's on-leave status has begun. The optional identifier field will show in the provider's touchpoint history screen. While working on the on-leave process and contacting the provider requesting re-engagement, you can record the contact dates and save the touchpoint as a draft. When saving touchpoints, wait for the pop-up box confirming the save and you will be redirected to the provider's touchpoint history screen. Here you can view all the engagement statuses a provider has had in Early Achievers. When a provider is ready to re-engage, create a new engagement touchpoint. On the touchpoint form, select Active Status. Record the re-engagement decision maker, such as a regional coordinator or relationship-based professional development lead, and notes about the provider's re-engagement. Use the date field at the top of the form to record when the provider has become active, and use the identifier field to describe the status. This flowchart provides details on the process of re-engagement contacts. The process begins when a provider has shown consistent signs of disengagement. After 3 re-engagement contact attempts, send a letter notifying the provider they have been placed on leave. Use multiple types of contact methods for re-engagement attempts, such as phone, email, letter, or visit. Inform providers of the option to go on leave. Communicate to providers that on leave does not change their Early Achievers enrollment, and Early Achievers timelines and mandates are not altered by on-leave status. Their re-engagement in child care aware services may be limited to quarterly re-engagement windows.